Track and field, you know we in another mode. Cause they ready know we run the road. Cause when it come to the four, Stevie never fought. And when you say Sean A, that's another goal. Buddy acting like he can never miss. And when it come to Josh Chisholm, that's another hit. And we got an MVP in Connecticut. It's the biggest that we have ever been.
Yo, what's afternoon, Grand Bahama? What's afternoon, Freeport? What's happening, world? Another episode to you right off the bench. As you can see, we got a special guest and we're trying to hide it in the corner until we come up, but we can't hide the pretty face too long. So we got Miss Simone Stubbs in the building. We'll bring on Shirley, but we got some things we want to talk about. We'll let her introduce and get in the flow. Shirley, you got some things we want to talk about first and foremost. Mixo, of course, I'm with my co-host, Road Dog, Mixo, Big Mix.
Yeah, your boy in the building.
Yeah, yep. All right, so we got a lot to talk about today, Mix. So we got another guest in the studio today too. So we got a young crew, and as you can see, look on the table. We rude today. Rude. True, we went 3 straight Simone. I ain't care how you feel about this, but I rude today. I can jump straight into it. A segment we haven't had in a while, Mixo. Well, first off, before we get started, I want to thank all the supporters. We got a lot of supporters. Everybody's been talking a lot about the show and how happy they are for something like this to be inside the community. Where we're talking about particularly Bahamian sports, and that's something we want to talk about a little bit more. So we want to thank you guys for your support and continue. Please
much respect,
like, subscribe.
Subscribe. Knock it down yet.
No. But yeah, continue to do all of that. All the support, and if you need us, we'll be at your events. Like we sports. This is what we want to do. This is what we're here for. So Simone, this is the card of the. This is the part for the Weekend Warriors. The old boys. So we still think we still got it. We go to the gymnasiums and we go to out in the field and we still playing sports.
One thing I could say, I know the crying and the hooting and the hollering is always a thing.
Yeah, but it's after
for the weekend sports. So
it's after you get home. That's where the problem is.
Yeah.
So this one, and again, Mix is called for response all the time. This is one of the things we're looking for. This massage gun. Trust me, I got this from the Fitness Connection. Cheap plug for Fitness Connection. Fitness Connection, you get this up. We got y'all, but there's something you could use on all parts of your body, different massage heads, and I don't know if y'all got what y'all on, but let's just life or death from you. If I don't have this,
I actually have 2 of those.
You see?
I have 2 of those. Listen to me. I'm a weekend warrior, so I know.
And you don't have to be doing anything athletic too. So you parents, whoever else is watching, if you're sitting down home, whether you're having long days at work, these works too. So
what about guest stars on your show?
If they get a free one of these,
Yeah.
I bought this at the Fitness.
No problem. I don't mind supporting Black-owned businesses, Bahamian-owned businesses.
Yeah, you can go to Fitness Connection and cop you one. They have the smaller ones, the nice handy ones you can put in your purse. Because I actually have a smaller one. You don't have to be carrying a bigger one around. But you definitely need that.
So that's the plug for Weekend Warrior. Next up, Mixo, we're gonna talk. But I got a lot of flack last week. Somebody tell me they're gonna call me. Listen to what I got for you.
Y'all know who's supposed to call Cat. I didn't want to tell him who it was. He carrying on like he.
Rude today. Rude.
When you call it,
to the world.
when you call it, I think he can change. Your tone. And you call it. I tell him who call it.
All right, we're gonna take a quick commercial break, and then we'll be right back with Cat's Unbiased Top 5.
Yes, sir.
All right, and we're back. Thank you. We're back, ladies and gents. Thank you for being here. So I got just the Fox for the mix.
Hold on, but you got to put where you plug in.
Oh boy, that's
Hold
too
on.
late. That's too late.
The fella got a plug in. Hold on.
Oh man,
Run the plug in.
What am I doing? I got you. Here it goes. All right. And we got just. I don't care what the general public think. This is the facts, the stone cold facts of what's going on inside the NFL. Everybody loves NFL football. Everybody over here is a football analyst. So here goes the unbiased top 5 truth. And we're going to go straight to number 1. I typically go from 5 to 1, but there's no surprise this week. The 49ers. Well, after that big matchup and dominating fashion, Purdy is now in MVP discussions. Look, this is the world we live in. It's all good in 49er line if you're a San Francisco 49er fan. So I got to admit, this is just a Fox. I don't like it, but they're number 1. The Ravens crew continue to roll, overcoming injuries and finding new ways to win. It's a beautiful thing if you're a Raven fan too. I do have some questions about some of their injuries, and they're able to work through it. That might be a knock, or it might be a good thing. So we're not sure yet. The Eagles are still at number 3. It's a tough loss they had. People thinking they were favorites, and people thinking they're not the favorites anymore. However, if the playoffs were to start today, Simone, they will have a first-round bye, which is crucial route if you want to go to the Super Bowl. So it's a tough division matchup looming for the Eagles. They got to see if the secondary holds up versus Dak and them boys. At number 4. The Miami Dolphins. The Miami Dolphins steamroll over another opponent. I don't care how you breed over there, mixing some on, it don't matter, but they steamroll over another opponent this week. And it's the defense what I'm going to talk about. The defense. Tyreek Hill is being called better in the media. This was happening now since the Dolphins been in, and this is the new millennium. This was happening now since the Dolphins been in this tear they're on. Tyreek Hill now is being called the best receiver in NFL history, better than Randy Moss, by his coach Wes Welker, who was a Randy Moss teammate. So, this is 2023. Tyreek is amazing, but audience, tell me what y'all think. All right, you see the reaction I'm getting for these two? Just tell me what y'all think. Y'all give me some feedback. And lastly, number 5, the Dallas Cowboys, and they got a huge matchup this week. If you're a Cowboys fan, this is where you separate the sheep from the goat. Dallas on paper has advantage versus a weak secondary with the Eagles have. This is how I see it, and this is how the pundits see it. However, up front, me and those same pundits but love the Eagles' offensive line. So Dak, like Purdy, is one of those MVP. Is an MVP front runner. One of which. And Dallas fans, now you get to see what you have. You have gold in your quarterback, or do you have counterfeit? So these are the stone cold facts. This is react in the top five. Slightly out of my top 5. I ain't gonna talk about it, Simone, but we got a team on it. Well, I'm not gonna rate them, but we got a team would have won 3 straight games.
Hey,
mash up the greatest quarterback in NFL history, in my opinion. Patrick, my homeboy.
Yeah.
Look like we about to do exactly what we did when we got rid of Favre. We got rid of, now we getting rid of Rodgers, and look like we.
Everybody loves a story.
Oh my God!
Everybody needs a love story.
So we ruled today. Green Bay Packers, we right there. We're in the 7th spot in the NFC, and we want to see. Listen, whoever this call is supposed to be, I don't care who you are. We want to see the 49ers in the first round of the playoffs. I've been preaching this. People have been telling me, well, they want to see the 49ers. I ain't scared of them.
Pancho, we ain't scared, Pancho.
Let me tell you why.
You want the smoke.
Let me tell you why. We got the youngest offense in NFL. What else could we do other than lose? We go there and we beat that team. I believe it's the Super Bowl aspirations for us. So,
Lord. Listen to me. We punch with the 49ers. That's it.
And let me give you the points why I think this is possible. They haven't played us all year, so they're not very familiar with us.
Mm-hmm.
We know them very well. We've been playing. They've been beating up on us for the past. That's our past players. That's Rodgers and Devontae Adams. That's their era. So they had the upper hand. Our coaches know each other very well, and we're finally playing our coaches' game. Rodgers was throwing away all the coach balls. It is a dumb play, so on and so forth. So, 49er fans, we want that smoke. We want the smoke.
Yeah, we do. Look, hear me out now. Folks. The view, Cats and bias picks is solely on Cat. Y'all don't prosecute.
Come see
Superior
me.
talk.
Come see me.
Listen
I'm
to me.
rude.
If you all have
today.
something to say,
Parker's
if you all
on the
have
street
something,
game when it's be rude.
you all call the show 352-8255. Call Cat right now, and let's talk before we even go even further.
All right.
Rude.
Rude. R-H-U-D. Rude.
Boy, and I can't wait. I can't wait to get to my segment because boy, somebody made a comment the other day, and anyway, boy, I can't wait. I got two conquer the week this week. Two.
Let's take one quick commercial. Oh, bring the smoke. Let's go. Let's bring that
Here
smoke.
we go. First caller.
Off the bench. Good evening. How are you?
Hello.
Don't get scared now. You're on off the bench.
What happened? Answer the phone, Simone.
Oh, what?
Hey, caller, we lost you, but if you can call back if you like. What we're going to do is we're going to go into a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back we'll get into everything with Simone's going on. She has a ton going on. She's our first female guest ever, so we super excited about that.
So honored to be
Yeah, we're
here.
super excited about that. We had a female on the show before, but she actually co-hosted, so we really don't. She's our first guest. So we'll be right back, ladies and gents. Stand by. We got one quick commercial break.
Where you going, mate?
To go buy these tickets for the party tonight.
Why this boy so dumb?
Tickets242.com.
You know how hard it is?
They sell tickets for parties, concerts, plays, sporting events, everything.
You know how expensive bus is?
Well, if you just buy the tickets online, they could just send you it in the email. Then you could just print it off.
You know how strong mosquitoes is?
Or you could go to the box office downtown at the Genesis Street Gear.
You ain't scared of Joneses, eh?
All right, bet. And we're back off the bench. Listen, hey, call back. I see you. Say you're trying to get in. Call back now.
Scared, man. You can't hide. You can't beat Fox. It is what it is. You can't beat Fox. Try call back if you want to send something in a message, but
Maybe in business.
Here we go.
Yes.
Let's no
Let's
idea.
something.
Off the bench. Good afternoon.
Hey, good afternoon, guys. This is Kenny Dixon calling.
Oh, man. What's up, Kenny? I was hoping it was you. I was hoping this is the 49er. I feel it in my spirit, Kenny.
Yes, beautiful young lady.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. Now, I had to go in the pick with you because I noticed that you've been picking on my 49ers.
You're ranked number one in my rankings, my brother.
Over the past few weeks.
Yes, sir.
But now you're getting it right. So I am very.
I got my act together this weekend.
Yeah,
Kenny, you all look good. You look all world.
But listen, Kat, I heard you said something that I think that will not happen. If you would remember, you said that you want to meet the 49ers in the playoffs.
I do.
My brother, we're going to have a party. We're going to win the National Football Conference, and we're going to have a party. So
I hope
the NFC is ours.
I hope in Philly.
We dominated Philly. We dominated Dallas. And we're just going to ride this way straight through to the playoffs.
Hey, and that's your right. You have to believe in your team. You don't believe in anybody else.
So who you liking this matchup this week? Then you like Dallas over Philly this week? Because everything contingent on that.
Yeah, man. We exposed Philly. So what's going to happen now is Dallas going to go in there. But Philly's going to Dallas, I think. So what's going to happen now is we're going to we already show the blueprint how to beat the Philadelphia Eagles. So Dallas is going to copy what we did, and Dallas is going to be successful. Now, the results will not be the same because the talent, in terms of talent, you know that the 49ers is the most dominant, more talented team in the entire National Football League. We're talking about physicality. We're talking about good players in virtually every position.
That's hard to argue with. I agree.
And so you know, our coach have a reputation of being the best. Now, I don't
Kenny, I can stop you there. I don't think so either.
But CMC, we get the best all-purpose back. We get the best all-purpose wide receiver. Tebow can do whatever he wants. We get the best left tackle in Trent Williams, and the list goes on and on.
Wait. Let's talk about these all-purpose players. And I love this. I love these type of discussions. That comes with some responsibility too. When Debo playing halfback, it's more prone to injuries as opposed to receivers who just line up on the outside and catching the ball on the outside.
Yeah, but
We
that is
know
true.
these guys. We know these guys been banged up in the past. Can they sustain this throughout the rest of the season and the playoffs?
But you know, we know this is true, Cat. But listen, if you would notice when we struggled, Debo was injured, right?
Right.
Okay, so when Debo is injured, we're not as good because Debo opened things up for everybody else on the field. CMC could run up the middle because he's distracting everybody. Brandon Ayuk have one-on-one coverage on the outside.
I like how you.
So Debo makes everything happen, and Kittle's is a multi-purpose tight end. He can block on the corners as well as he can catch the ball coming off the tight end slot. And so, with that being said, they want to put Brock Purdy in the MVP discussion, but I don't think Brock Purdy's the MVP. I just think that he could product up a good team.
Hey, we on the same page. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
So that's my 5 cents.
Okay.
I didn't have too much to argue about the track and you recognize how great 49ers is. We're starting.
Oh my.
And we will always be the number one team.
Oh my God, you're laying on thick, Kenny. We respect it, Manus, bro. Thanks for calling in, man.
All right, Kenny.
I'll be here for the rest of the show.
Yeah, please,
appreciate you, bro.
Hey, Kenny, do me a favor. Go on your WhatsApp status and put there like, share, and subscribe. Off the bench.
I got you.
All right. Okay, thanks, Kenny.
All right.
So right, Simone, what you think? What's your I can tell you my Super Bowl, who I think will make to the Super Bowl. But what do you think of your Super Bowl predictions? What do you think?
Well, to be honest, I'm a Steeler at heart.
Oh,
Shout out to
Lord.
Steelers.
I apologize.
But,
sorry to hear that. Condolences.
I think I'm leaning more towards KC, Kansas City.
Mhm.
Yeah, I've over the past couple of years, I've grown fond of the quarterback. A little annoying, but he's good. I love Kelsey as well. So I'm looking out for KC.
Okay.
Even though I'm a Steeler, let's put that out there first.
That's a good segue for us too, because I really want to talk about sports fans like in the Bahamas. Like, what do we think we always try to bring this up. Like, what do you think how do you think they derive from? Like how everybody gets Steeler fan. I was a Packer fan. I never been to Wisconsin a day in my life, but I love the Packers. I've been a Packer fan since 1996. I don't cop and date me, but
I'm a Packer fan because I like cheese.
Oh, so what do you think? Like, what your thoughts is? Like, why? Like, collectively, why do we think?
I've always been a fan of individual players, and it was like that for me with basketball as well. So if I like he was a player, their safety Polamalu, and I think who was there? There's a couple of tight ends that I really liked as well. And so
why you like Polamalu? Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. But also I loved how smart he was as a player, and I liked their tight ends. He was
a great player.
I love Jones. I can't remember the guy's name right now. Heavy said Ben. He was Ben's favorite target.
Oh, that's man. We
I
always
don't know
talk
why
about
drawing a blank now.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
he was
yeah.
one of my favorite Steelers, to be honest. So and the coach, I love.
We just talking with him the other day, trying to make the Hall of Fame.
I can't remember his name.
It's great blocking and wide receiver too.
Hey, if you're in the comments, you could just let us know who that guy is in the comments.
Please.
If you can. But Simone, let's talk a little about you.
Let's
what on the show when we bring guests on, we tend to ask guests what draw you to that sport, like, and what does sports mean to you? Tell the guests about a little bit yourself.
Sure. Born and raised in Grand Bahama. I went to the great and mighty Catholic High.
Yeah, shout out to Catholic High. Shout out to Catholic High.
And I grew up playing sports. Basketball was my favorite, to be honest. Coach Moon McPhee. Shout out to Coach Moon.
The legend.
The
GOAT.
There's so much shout outs I can hit a bulletproof shot. Yeah.
The GOAT.
Coach McPhee, 5 a.m. Practices, and on Core Road Park. And so that's kind of the era that I grew up in. And soccer was just a sport that I was good at. And Coach Donnie Knowles, Coach Mary Knowles, and their program that they've been running for over 20 years, and so I was a part of that. I went away for school. I went to play soccer in college, Division II soccer
Mhm.
at Eckerd College. And I always said when I moved back home, I wanted to be able to give back in some way, help kids, get to school, be successful at that level. And there's so much talent on this island, or obviously the country, but this island in particular. And so I'm grateful to be able to give back in that way.
That's
Yeah.
and we your fly is a favorite one I've seen. We also I guess like advertise their likeness, and I guess starts off then Bristol prepared and capable, Philippians 4:13. I'm sorry we can't share it here, but we will share it at to whoever's asking for it and I put it in the group. But that's my favorite Bible verse. So I think and that really attracts me to programs too and trainers. Like when we went to the basketball camp this summer with my kid, they start off with praise and worship, had everybody singing first, and that's something I never experienced going to basketball camp. So whenever sports figures introduce that first, that always draws me in. You know what I mean? But your services rendered. Let's talk a little bit about like elite goals. Or what's elite goals about, and let the general public know like what services you offer. You can see you're rocking your merch.
Yeah.
We got to get some elite golds merch. there.
See, like, can't even do it. You see, he said we got to get something. He look at me because he know I used to beg. How you come to show he ain't bring no merch?
You got to bring it so we can rock it down. That's the plan.
I see it right there.
No. You
Next
got to
time.
bring some
So
merch.
that means that
for the show.
y'all have to have me on again.
Oh, okay. So that means if we invite you back,
Yeah.
you bring in merch.
Of course.
Oh, boy.
Of course.
After the
I'm
show,
a woman
we
of my word.
after the show we be giving you our sizes.
Yes, no problem. I'll have that for y'all next week.
So your soccer club is Elite Goals.
Yes.
And what's the age bracket that you're targeting?
So right now the target age group is about 7 or 8 to any age. So I have an 8-year-old is the youngest one that I'm training right now, and I've been training for years. A couple of girls in college, some girls who have either graduated, especially this year, and also some girls who are in school right now as we speak. I also coach young men as well, but so it's been a really, really good a good ride. So the services right now that we're going to be offering is more small group, and it's really geared towards the player that wants to be elite, and that's where the name comes from, and based solely on discipline. That old school coaching that we would have gotten at my age group, that people like Coach McPhee and those would instill in you. And I think that's what the younger generation they're missing now. And so small group training, individual training. We also help with sports like recruiting for college, highlight videos, traveling as a team and as an individual. So really trying to prepare the kids for the next level, be it college, be it professional. And that's where I kind of wanted to go. Professional as well.
So I heard you said any age. So you're saying to me that I can come out there and run up and down and well.
What's your goal, Mix? What's the goal? You gotta give me a goal. If you ain't got no goal, no.
I have this gold tip in my mouth. Let's scratch it because I just thought about it and running up and down in for me.
Yeah.
My son plays soccer. He loves it.
Yeah.
But he's a fat boy now too, so he ain't doing too much running now either. But I like soccer, but I feel I probably don't enjoy it as much as other people because I probably don't understand it. How would you describe it for someone like me who would want to come out and watch a soccer game? How would I be entertained? Like what are the things that I should look for?
I got one quick tip. Let me interject. Top 10 highest paid footballers in the world. Kylian Mbappe, my favorite footballer, 108.3 million euros.
Would entertain.
What's crazy is Andrew, he literally sends these to me. If he sees a new figure come up, this is a quick tip.
These guys making 3 times the amount basketball. We figure basketball players get paid a lot. They're making 3 times the amount basketball players.
I would guess if I ran up and down this much, you need to pay me.
Good point.
Another question for you: What makes footballers elite? Like how what's the separation between one player to the next? Like how you plan on helping with that?
I think for me, the understanding of the game helps with that elite level. And also, to be honest with you, we have a lot of athletic kids.
Okay.
But
in the Bahamas
in the
and
Bahamas,
Freeport.
in
we
Freeport and
we've been
Grand
seeing
Bahama.
that in every sport.
Yeah, very athletic. But what makes the kid or the player different is that discipline and that drive. To
Mhm.
me, the athleticism is a given. That's a God-given talent. But the discipline and the drive is
How
what.
you teach that with
and-
how do you teach that with kids? Like
How do you-
what's your I don't give away all this
Yeah,
your
yeah, yeah,
secret
yeah,
sauce,
yeah.
but like give me one tip, like how you get your kids more to have drive, like you know what I mean?
For me, and this is why my program I feel will be a bit different than the average program. Not everyone is going to be able to last,
Yeah,
and that's
true.
just the reality. You
That's
know,
true.
I had a kid training, and they didn't like morning trainings on Saturdays,
Mhm.
and so they couldn't stay.
Mhm.
And for me, it's setting that expectation, setting that standard. And once the standard is set, you're going to have some kids who the parents really make a difference as well.
I'm glad you said that.
Yeah, the
I'm glad-
parents
I-
make a huge difference.
I'm
And
glad you
so
said that.
one of the big keys for us, at least at Elite Goals, is the parents have to have a similar mindset.
Mhm.
And so setting standards, trying to work with parents and kids who have like-mindedness, that's going to be our goal. Not everyone's going to be a part of the program. I'll tell you that from now.
Mhm.
So it just is what it is.
I love hearing that. I love hearing, and then that's some reality for everyone too. Like you got to sacrifice in order to be Kylian Mbappe.
Exactly.
It takes a lot of sacrifice. These guys, like basketball players, for instance, like Ray Allen, he hadn't eaten a cheeseburger since he was a kid. Why would you do that? Like just in order to be on the top of his craft.
Mhm.
You know what I
Well,
mean?
he's a better man than me. So, because you ain't no way you can tell me you can't go eat a ribeye steak tonight because but we ain't playing tomorrow.
But mix soccer has such a huge following now in Freeport. I think it's the best ran program for sports in the island. If we all the other sports should be following suit from what they from what they're doing out there.
Yeah. I agree, and that's Coach Mary and Coach Donnie's program at the YMCA. They do a really good job with getting the kids out. They love the game.
Mhm.
And
Yes.
I think that love translates to the kids, and so
Shout out to Coach Mary and Coach Donnie.
shout out to Coach
Yeah,
Mary
shout out
and
to
Coach Donnie.
Mary.
Yeah.
So question for you though, like what happens after, like, cause they're capped off at a certain level, right? Like what happens after, and then how are we seeing that translating into kids getting to colleges and doing other stuff and at the soccer program, because they have all the kids there, mainly girls though. Like that's the next part of the conversation when I got. How could we get more boys involved in soccer?
That is a challenge, and to be honest, it's not a challenge because boys aren't interested. It's a challenge because it's not in the school system. So if I see Buddy all the time, if I see Jazz all the time, so now that makes basketball attractive. That makes baseball attractive. You got Mike Strawn in the NFL right now, and all the guys who run Golden Knights. Kids want to be what they can see.
Right. Yes, I agree.
And so if you don't see a Bahamian soccer player, you don't see it in the schools.
Fun fact though, like you said, they need to see an icon playing. Jonquel Jones is a soccer player.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Y'all want to name Jonquel Jones?
One of the best soccer players coming out of the country.
Late great Kobe Bryant was love soccer.
Come
on, Steve Nash. Yeah, that helps everything with your footwork.
Come on. So if y'all need, if y'all Bahamian people, if y'all need a Bahamian figure to say, oh, I need someone to sing so I go play that sport, Jonquel Jones,
MVP. The best Bahamian basketball player.
We got some people in the comment
in history. Yeah, I see that. I see
from Louisville shouting you out. That's Abigail,
Gabrielle, and Hannah Joy. They are actually co-founders of Elite Goals. So the program kind of started with them.
Yes.
So I'm very
shout out to those three. The three amigos.
those are our friends from the boat.
Yeah. Three amigos.
Y'all get fish. That's what it is. That's where I know you all from.
So getting boys more involved. So let's make a pitch now. So is there a difference between training men and training boys and training girls? Is there any difference?
I think across all sports, soccer, but boys, you could have the suckiest boy out there and you can't tell him that he's not the best player. Girls are so much different where, it's you got to work on self-esteem, you got to work on self-belief, you got to work on. So that's a really big part of the coaching. Like I said, I've coached boys. I coached actually in the men's league that we had. I had a Barcelona team. We won the last Champions League for the men, and it's a lot different with boys. But I think one of the things that I am most proud of is when the boys come, they really give it their all. They believe that they're Kylian Mbappe.
Yeah.
So
You need a type of bravado with
Yeah.
sports. So.
Yeah, for sure.
He always think you're the greatest at everything.
I know a few basketball players who think they can play any sport, and they feel like as soon as they step on that field to play softball or
They ain't got no respect for what a sport.
or basketball, they feel like they're the best. We actually, that's one of our guests coming up later on. So
we can ask him about that. I can't wait to get over. We can ask him about that.
Yeah, he's one of the people who think that whatever sport I play, I'm top chef.
So Simone, next part too, we want to ask. So you touched on a very good point, like how it builds up self-esteem for young women and confidence and just knowing your limitations and having high expectations too. How does that translate to business and everything else for you? Because we always been talking about that with all the coaches who came by. Like, what do you think? Like, how does that help you out in your other parts of your life? How does that benefit you in other parts of your life?
To be honest, that's how I got two of my first jobs. Because I was a student athlete. So they knew that the discipline would be there, the hard work would be there, the sacrifice would be there. And worst of all, your soccer play. I think there's something special, just a tad bit of craziness for soccer players. Because if you're going to run for 90 minutes, you got to be a little bit off.
No, you got to be crazy.
Yeah. So
don't sugarcoat it off the bench.
But there's a drive, especially for, players who take it seriously, like what we're trying to do at Elite. There's a certain drive that sets you apart. And I've seen it. I've witnessed it. I am a product of that. So it's good for self-esteem, obviously the part of it, but there's scholarships available. And like I said, the 3 girls in the chat right now, one of the 3, went off the soccer scholarship.
Yeah.
And I have a couple of girls right now, lined up.
Gabrielle Sim, shout out to her.
Yeah, shout out to Gabrielle Sim. She's playing at Kansas City right now, Division I school. So we have 2 lined up to go next year as well.
That's amazing, man.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
One of the things that we always ask coaches too with sports is how fit do you have to be to play soccer?
You're not gonna get anywhere without the fitness part. Fit is an understatement. We have all sports they have fitness tests. But they do beep tests, they do mile trials, and basically you have to be almost like a long distance runner, a cross country runner.
Yeah, you definitely pushing me further and further away from the sport.
So another part too, you were a coach for the Grand Bahama Games.
Yeah.
What do you think competition-wise between us and the rest of the islands in the Bahamas? I think people are better than the rest of the Bahamas in everything.
Everything.
Yeah, everything.
Everything. So confirm that for me in soccer.
Hold on, before you go there.
Yeah.
If you have thoughts about that, call the show right now. You think Bahama in the best island for every sport.
We got so much great athletes here.
Yeah.
It's like, and not just now, like throughout history. Like, you know what I mean? Like anytime we have Bahamas Games, Grand Bahama always dominates. Most pro athletes, you got a ton of pro athletes coming from here. So we have a lot of untapped potential here on this island. So we just need to harness that, like Coach Simone saying, set goals and be disciplined.
Yeah.
And these little things, a lot of more talented athletes who haven't made it to that next level because they didn't have this type of access. So
Exactly.
Coaches, continue doing what you're doing. You're doing a great job. Teachers, students.
Yeah, I don't think it's any competition, especially on the female side of it. The Grand Bahama women's, at least my era, the era before myself, and just a little bit after with the Sims girls who are tuning in now, understanding of the game through the roof. compared to the other islands.
So we better.
We're better.
Talk your talk. Talk your
So,
talk.
but on the I
Talk
will
your
be
talk,
honest, on from the men's side, we are behind on the men's side.
Come on,
and
fellas.
a lot of it is because of that there's not much games going on here for the men. We kind of have to get it back to what it
How
was.
do we fix that?
Get Trevor them who believe they
gotta
better
get- we
than
have
Oh,
to we have
oh,
to get
you know.
we gotta
Trevor,
get a
Gags,
league going.
Mikkel.
We have to get a league going. We have to get a league going. I know the Haitian guys play the rugby club. They have a team. GB Soccer Club. They have a team, and I think it's going to call for getting teams together and just playing. Even if you start off with a 7v7 league, 5v5 league, build it to where there's competition.
Is there like there's not a soccer league here.
Mm.
There isn't.
We used to have Dorian really wiped away a lot of it. So we used to have a women's league here. When I played, we had a really, really vibrant women's league and men's league. Years later, we had the Graham Hammer Soccer Club. They ran their own league. So they had their 4 teams to the men, 4 teams to the women. But Dorian came and kind of threw a wrench in a lot of that. And hopefully they over there at GB Soccer that they can get it back on track.
Hey, we had a
Yeah.
GB Soccer. We need to get it back. We need
That
to
was
get
my
that back
next
together.
question. Who do we talk to if we want to, let's say we want to push that league to get that soccer league back? How do we go about that? Do we need to reach out to a company to say, hey, we need you to go and sponsor this league? Who?
I think it's corporate. I think it's sitting down and meeting with the different heads here. So like I said, the rugby club, you have a couple of other, persons popping up around the island, getting everyone to sit at a table and form, whether that's forming a league or, just to get the competition going in Grand Mama. So obviously money is always a big thing
Of
across
course.
the board for every
Mhm.
sport. And I don't know if the corporate places here are tapped out. I don't know if we reach into Nassau, we reach somewhere else. Maybe we try to reach,
the world's-
former Grand
The
Bahamian
world's
League.
flat now. We can talk to
Yeah.
anybody in Saudi Arabia, but
But if you
touch a
don't
button.
have games going, if you don't have competition going, it's really hard
Mhm.
to progress
Yeah.
your sport on the island.
Right,
So that's the challenge right now that they're facing. But yeah, like I said, for me, my platform will be to reach one kid at a time, and starting off with the individuals, starting off with the small groups, and once my pocket continues to grow, traveling with that crew, bringing teams in, and so I'll be back on the show because there's a whole lot of stuff that's developing that I can't really touch on
Yeah,
yet.
that's another. But
Yeah.
just
we can't
remember,
wait. We can't wait to hear.
Yeah,
We can't
just
Yeah.
remember when you come back to the show.
the merch, the merch.
So in
The
the comments, we have Tommy Mitchell in the comments, but that's my niece.
Okay. Tommy.
Tommy says she played soccer 9 years, and it helped her with discipline and her self-esteem,
Right.
And it
right.
builds
and
her
friendships too.
a long-lasting friendship.
Friendships too. Yeah, that's
All
true. That's
very-
true.
all
That's true.
very
That's
true
true. I know.
stuff.
I know a lot of people through sports. So
Sports,
yeah.
yeah.
That's a good fact.
And if I could put one more plug in.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
for the
sure.
league goals,
Go
We're
ahead.
having a free. You hear that word?
Free.
A free soccer clinic.
Well, yeah, and y'all
Next
can
week,
run it.
Saturday, mixed. Y'all come out there and bring no setup. Man, it's a very nice setup inside the studio. Yes. Yeah, but we're gonna have a free
We'll
soccer
see.
clinic, ages 8 to 15, boys and girls. So we're gonna have 2 sessions. The first session will be for the kids 8 to 11.
Mhm.
Second session will be for kids 12 to 15, and then right after that second session, we're gonna have some college recruiting talks. So free.
Okay, free. So
Let's just say that date one more time for the listener.
December 16th. So next week Saturday, not this Saturday coming, but the following Saturday. We'll be by the flag football field.
okay,
Nice,
so
nice.
now
Last one,
we
last
can't
one,
guarantee you that off the bench will be out there.
Yeah.
But we will be out there taking some pictures for the page.
Yes, please.
For some of the people who don't know, see, I only know basketball. Basketball, every other sport is whack.
Mm-mm.
I see people in the chat talking, but
Oh my-
soccer is the thing.
I don't agree with this statement.
Listen to me. For people who don't know, I know basketball have 4 quarters.
Yeah.
How much? So I know how much soccer have.
Mhm.
But you tell other people in the studio who don't know.
Like you.
He know,
I know two
he know.
halves. I know
Yeah,
two halves.
yeah, yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I want somebody. I want her to go.
There are
Try to start with the start.
There are two 45-minute halves.
I know that. That is why I wanted to say because she's a soccer
Yeah.
person.
All right.
I don't
Yes,
want- I don't want- I'm
You
stage.
want to get that from her?
Come on, man.
Simone, you got anything else before we thank you for your time, by the way. Better
Yeah.
your last minute plugs, anything else?
No, just the clinic next week, and bring your kids out, please. Space is limited, so there's a flyer going around on WhatsApp and other social media platforms. So register. And I'll be back to talk about some more stuff that we have going on.
We
as a
welcome
club.
we welcome you. Thank you
Thank
so
you
much
so
for your
much
time.
for
Thank you so
having
much
me.
for your
Yeah.
information and your knowledge.
Good.
You teach
Had a
Mick,
great
Mix,
time.
teach Mix with his helmet house and
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh, Lord.
So we're gonna take a quick commercial break and we'll be right back. We have our next special guest, Trevor Bean. He's gonna talk about what he has going on. We're gonna probe him a lot about basketball, so you don't want to miss this.
Well, listen to me.
We'll be right back, ladies
Y'all
and gentlemen.
tuning like you're hanging on him.
Where you going, buddy?
To go buy these tickets for the party tonight.
Why this boy so dumb?
Tickets242.com.
You know how hard it is?
They sell tickets for parties, concerts, plays, sporting events, everything.
You know how expensive bus is?
Well, if you just buy the tickets online, they could just send you it in the email. Then you could just print it off.
You know how strong mosquitoes is?
Or you could go to the box office downtown at the Genesis Street Gear.
You ain't scared of Joneses, eh?
Oh, Lord. We got another bean inside this.
Oh man. Hey, Perez, I had to stand up to try to read your messages now. What you say? I used the Minnesota Viking boy. You don't get this? We own you.
Oh, Lord. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back off the benches, back from commercial break.
We rude today too.
Yeah,
Hey,
we ain't really care.
so we got Mr. Trevor Bean in the house. Welcome to the show, my brother. Good having you here.
Finally.
Trevor's been
God.
calling the show. He's been on our case. He's
My
been on our
wife-
case, letting us know all these things.
My wife telling me, who that is again? That's Trevor again. Put the boy on the show. So Trevor Bean is in the, ladies and gentlemen, y'all can relax. Trevor Bean
Trevor's in the bitty.
is in the building.
Trevor in the bitty. So Trevor, let's get some icebreakers first, man. Who's your basketball influences? Who you think is the best player in the NBA currently, and who's the GOAT?
The views and opinion of
All right.
Trevor Bean is not the views
And,
of.
I assume that's your favorite player. But what other players you think locally? Then who would give me a top 5 players locally? I don't know, no particular order. Yeah, like in the past.
Locally,
Who you watch growing up, coming up?
Locally, I'd say you got guys like Franklin, Franco,
Yeah.
myself.
You don't watch yourself grow up though. I talking about who influenced you to play ball, man.
Hey, this is Trevor Bean. He probably just watch himself grow up.
You asking me the best basketball players.
Oh, currently? All right, yeah, man. All right.
Like I say, myself, Ahmad Pratt. For me, the fifth spot is a toss-up still.
All right.
I don't know.
That's crazy. Yeah, boy, you all hear that,
All
boy?
right, all right.
Boy, we got some food just tonight.
Well, we got some fun today.
Oh,
This
boy.
Tune in if you're listening. So shout out to those guys.
Yo,
too.
scrap up.
Bomb is a bad man. Mad Pratt.
Franklin Petty.
Franklin Petty on. That's my dog.
When I talking about Franklin, we speaking about like in the past 5 to 10 years.
Yeah.
When that list just now was currently.
Okay.
Now with Franco, that list is like the past 10 to 5.
Ooh, Franco. When you say Franco, you mean Franco Senior or Franco Junior?
Franco Jr.
Franco the last 5 years. Yeah, I guess. Franco.
2023.
Yeah, time going fast.
Yeah,
Us old heads, we thinking we still hanging on to the past. All right, so let's talk a little bit about all right, you say you one of the top 5 players. We could agree or disagree with that. I like your game. I can't deny that.
That's the fact. If you're talking about,
I want to put a little more pressure on him.
Go ahead, Mix. Go ahead, Mix.
Now you didn't make the sandwich. Let me heat it up.
I want all the smoke, man.
I want you to name the top 5 players because I see some videos going around and I hear people saying Trevor Bean is the best player in Grand Bahama.
That's the Trev. I can vouch you. I say that's very.
You
that's
agree with that?
That's debatable. He in that conversation.
I'm not saying that he's not in the
He definitely in
conversation,
that conversation.
but what I want him to do now I want you to in order.
In order?
Oh boy.
Now you won't be able to walk. You won't be able to walk the street.
I order this. I order this one. I order this
You
one.
won't be able to walk the street like that. That's what you come on.
Oh man.
That's what you want to come on the show for. Or you thought it was just a fly by night thing? No. In order. Who are the top 5 players in Grand Bahama? Let's go. Put yourself in the hot chair.
Number 1.
You want to do from number 5? You want to go from 5, or you want to go from start from number 1?
Number 1.
Number 1 in Grand Bahama, Trevor Bean's pick.
Number 1 is of course Trevor Bean.
All right.
Number 2. Right now, I can say Giggs Ferguson.
Oh my God.
Oh boy. Gags. That's my dog.
Number 3. Oh boy, number 3 tough. I answer number 3 based off of being more consistent. I can say McKell.
All right.
Number 4.
Some people.
Some people saying that they having problems hearing you.
Okay, number 4. My God. Number 4, I can put Ahmad Pratt in now.
All right.
Let me switch your mic so you can get right in there.
Good job.
I don't want nobody to say that they ain't here or listening. When you all in here, Trevor, you all name call. You all know who named the call. You all call
man.
Trevor Bean.
That's why you put all the smoke on Trevor today,
you
man.
got the 4 now. I wait for the number 5.
Number 5. Oh man, number 5. Okay, we speaking about right now. Right?
I want number 5.
We speaking about right now. Number 5.
I just want number 5.
See number 5, but y'all know.
I just want number 5. You
number
know.
5 is like 3 players. And you pick
I want number 5.
Just throw the names.
I want number 5.
It's a tie. It's a tie, bro.
No, I don't. I want number 5.
You want number 5?
Come
I want
on,
number
next
5.
man.
No cap. That's what he come for.
Okay, I can put number 5. You know what? I give number 5 to Dub.
All right.
I give number 5 to Dub.
Oh boy.
All right.
Number 5, I give the Dub. You could put Sizzle in that.
No. Don't be stopping right there. No, don't be stopped. No. Don't come here saving face. Don't come here saving face. No, you ain't call my name. No,
Oh boy.
and not then that. Let's take a commercial break yet, and we can come right back.
All right.
Good kill.
Welcome to Karen's Kitchen, where we specialize in Bahamian dishes such as fried fish, crab conch, crab soup, and much more. We're located on Queens Highway next to GB Muffler. To order, call 441-4033.
I'm gonna want up.
And we're back.
For me, it don't matter.
And we're back off the we're back.
So we still chopping it up, but it's top 5. Mix all over it.
Yeah. For this.
Mix let them live,
It
man.
don't matter.
So I'll ask you an easier question then. What inspired you to be where? Tell us a little bit about your background. Tell us where you.
Yeah,
because I know your story.
Mm-hmm.
I know where you came from. Everybody would think that you've been playing basketball for years.
Mm-hmm.
Trevor Bean came out of nowhere. Just to tell everybody a little about yourself.
Well, like you said, he came from out of nowhere. I ran track in primary school. That was my first sport. I tried to play basketball in grade 7. That's when I first got sick. I was diagnosed with MVP, so that stopped me from playing any kind of sports during high school. I came out of high school, I wanted to start playing basketball. I went on the local parks and I was dead. I couldn't do nothing. I couldn't dribble. I couldn't shoot. I could have jumped, run to the rim, put my head down, try dunk the ball. That was me.
Ain't that much change.
Anyways,
Well, go ahead.
Anyways, started playing on the local parks and guys was beating me. They was much better than me, and I hated that. I hated that with a passion. I hated going on the court and guys didn't want to pick me, especially when night league started to come around, commercial league started to come around. I used to go to coaches and be like, I want to play basketball. I could join the team. They'd look at me like who you is? No. They flat out telling me no, they didn't even care. They was like, They wasn't even lying to me, telling me it wasn't no space on the team. They was like, no.
A tough crowd.
I was like,
a basketball community tough.
I was like, all right. So I know that's where the top guys on the island was playing, and I know I wanted to be that guy. I wanted to be the best. So I started training. Teaching myself how to play basketball. I didn't know anything about training still. I was going in the gym like 3 times a day, trying to work out. They used to call me Mr. YMCA. The YMCA was my home.
Yeah.
Because that's where I was every day, all day. I was just training. And then, well, Mix would swear to you guys that he was the first coach to give me my shot playing basketball, which is false. The first person, 2 people to give me my shot in basketball was, God rest his soul, Mr. Terry Wild Goose and Dub Wild Goose. I was training in the YMCA.
Shout out to Coach Wild Goose and Dub.
I was training in the YMCA and they was walking past and Dub and his daddy stopped and was like, they pointed at me, it's like him. We need him on our team. That was the first coach and player to believe in me, to give me that shot. They give me that shot. They give me my first chance.
They give you opportunity.
Yes, they give me the opportunity. And when I played for them, that's when people was like, well, this guy could do a little something, you know. So at that point, I was just athletic.
So who made you better?
Who made me better? What you mean, who made me better?
As a coach.
As a coach, Keno Bean made me better. As a coach, he made me better. I train myself. I teach myself how to play basketball. But when it came to organized basketball, Keno Bean and Nishka made Trevor Bean better.
Yeah, we don't talk a lot about. We don't talk
y'all
about
do
Nish.
not.
We
Y'all
don't talk
come
about
on this
Nish.
show all the time. Y'all don't speak but Nish.
Yeah, man. Nish.
I'm sure she ain't like that.
So
Nish is a part of our camp, man. We love Nish. So
yeah,
shout out to
Nish,
New Era.
Mm-hmm.
She got a lot of people inside the camp. We're like Franco, Franklin, CJ.
we go back up and call the biggest name of all. We could call Buddy name.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. That's true.
We could call Buddy
That's
name
true. That's true. So, boy, Nishka, you doing your thing. Shout out to you.
So let's talk a little about ground up.
From the ground up.
From the ground up.
Yes.
From the ground up. Sports training.
It's a developing program, actually. It's a development program, and I do a weight loss training as well.
All right.
From the ground up, it resonated from just who I am, what I trying to do, what I have been doing now for the past couple of years. I take kids basically from nothing, from the ground, and bring them up. You know, from nothing, I deal with the fundamentals. You know, I ain't gonna get too much into other guys training and stuff. I only can speak of what I do. I teach the kids to play the game the right way and train them to be consistent and do things that they can actually do in a real game. You know, but from this been going on for a long time.
That's gonna be my question. How long you been at this?
I've been.
And what ages? What ages you take kids and?
I started from the ground up. Well, from the ground, I just came up with the name this year. I just decided to take it,
the brand it.
I got you. Make it bigger. You know, but it's been going on from, let's say, 2016. My first kid I ever trained was Joshua Hippolyte and Shaitonia Mizik. Only one of them right now is currently still dealing with basketball. The other one, well, Joshua, you know, got sick.
Yeah.
You know, the thyroid problem. So he currently ain't really messing with it like that. You know, but he was a bad young man right there. But I started in 2016 and I always struggled with a name. I actually got help with the name, you know. I ain't gonna say who helped me, but yeah, I got help with the name.
We got a studio guest around there, smiling.
But it's been going on for years. I trained a lot of kids. Majority of the kids I trained came from schools that wasn't really big on sports, like GBA. I trained kids from St. George's. I trained like 2 kids from LIS, and
so, how many kids you over there, Nick? How much time per week?
Now?
Yeah, like give me a ballpark figure.
I can the safe number right now. I say, but 12, 15.
Okay, all right. And
you always got to start from somewhere.
Yeah, that's a good number. That's a good number. That's a good number.
When I first started, like all those years, I would always only take the minimum of 3 or 4 kids because I wanted each kid to get as much from me as possible.
Right.
You know, so I always looked at it back then like, man, I don't want a whole bunch of kids to deal with because I don't want them to get as much. But as I grew into it more, I learned more, and I was like, you know, I want to brand it so much more to where not only I doing it, to where I have guys working for me, helping me as well too, you know, and even on other parks as well.
What are some of the challenges that you may be facing and that you may need assistance with? What are some of the stuff that you probably can ask the public? Hey, maybe I need your help with this to help better my program.
I wouldn't per se say ask, when you say the public, what you mean? Like,
So if you sponsors,
in terms of sponsors, just really more equipment. I recently was in contact with someone to get a bunch of basketballs. You guys know Coach Momac, daughter.
Yo, shout out to you there.
Yeah, she's assisting me with some basketballs. I have a couple other few people that will be donating from the ground up as well. So it's really just equipment. You know, I don't need too much basketballs. I just want enough. You know, I don't really use cones like that. I feel like I ain't gonna say cones is a waste of time, but me personally, the way I train the kids, I don't really use cones like that. I use them sometimes, but
Right.
not as much, you know, but just equipment for when I do because I do conditioning as well. You know, I already got a donation of some of my equipments for conditioning. So that's basically it.
So I see you are one of my favorite players from Tabernacle in your program, Jarius.
Oh yeah,
Jarius on?
Him whole.
Yeah.
Him whole.
Shout out to Jarius.
Yeah. That's my homeboy. Yeah.
Him whole. There's one more thing before we get into your favorite player from Tabby.
Okay, go ahead, buddy.
There's one more thing. What I want to do, because you know I train on Momafi Park.
Okay,
You know,
that was gonna be my question.
Yeah,
You gotta give the details how to get in contact with you. Like,
Yeah. I have
people wanna know all of
I have a
that.
flyer. My information is on the flyer as well. But I want a gym, not a big gym, you know, somewhat semi gym to where I could have my practices comfortably. To where, like, say if the rain comes or anything like that, you know, because the park that I use is a public park, and sometimes, you know, I either meet people on the park or if Tabernacle have practice on the park, I have to wait on them to finish, and it cuts into my time and stuff like that, you know, so on and so on.
So
you could get back into Jarius now.
So you looking for
you ask him so what he want. He go
Yeah.
big. I with
And
that.
I'm about to put it
Go
out there,
big, bro.
Listen to me.
Go big, bro. I'm with you.
See, he bring it to the right person. You know, I used to beggar. So, Grand Bahama, the man said he need a gym.
But gym access really tough in Grand Bahama.
Yes,
it is.
So that's something I think we need to address too as a public. Like we got this.
We only have access to really one gym right now.
Yeah.
Really
Mick's laughing because I really want to go deep on this, but I go hold back. But really and truly, we really need we need all the help we can get with like using the gym because we got plenty of basketball players out there. And let me tell you that the futures could be so bright for any. You don't know what these kids hold, and they could be the next Buddy Hield walking right in front of you. It's Michael Jordan. You don't know. So all they need is time and to harness their craft. So if they can't get in the gym in order to do that, then you're holding them back. And I wouldn't want that on my shoulders.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
When you say plenty basketball players, we have a lot of kids that want to play basketball or want to be trained to play basketball. It just don't get to them.
Right.
You know, it just don't get to them. Like I said, I started setting up my flyers, and I saw parents calling me almost daily now, trying to get their kids involved into what I'm doing. And it just goes to show that how much they don't see that or don't know that there's trainers out here now willing to train them. Like, I'm not the only trainer out here.
Right.
You know, we have at least 4 or 5 other trainers, you know, who's willing to train kids, but it's just the parents don't know. You know, it's a lot of kids. There's a lot. I just started training another kid like last week, and his mom told me she was looking for a trainer for him for the longest, and she couldn't find them. she just saw my flyer, and that's crazy.
That's what all the kids doing in the US, man. My boy, his son had a trainer since he was like 6 years old.
Your son?
No, my son doesn't have a trainer yet. He been trying to let Gabe come, but Gabe,
he's not too young.
He might not be.
So,
I don't know.
So off the bench, we like to endorse. Trevor, we want y'all to go out and
Yeah, man, for
support
sure.
Trevor's one of the better players that I've coached. We have some issues. Trevor's not a right guy. If you put your kids in Trevor's care, I'm pretty sure that Trevor's going to make sure that they get the skill training that they need.
And the thing what got me too, he's self-taught. You know what I mean? Like everybody would have seen Trevor. Now that's the absolute truth. Everybody seeing Trevor, he like build his game up from just running his own drills. I don't know where you get them drills from, and then just working on his craft.
Some of my drills, like when I started watching basketball, LeBron started making me watch basketball first of all.
Oh God.
I just started watching basketball after that, and not moves per se. I see other guys, but watching the game, like I made up a drill that's called 1, 2, 3. Like it's like how the court is set up. You got the baseline, and then you got the wing. You got top of the key, that wing, this baseline. If you're in that position, you can cut back door, easy layup, or jump shot right there, or 3. I call it the 1, 2, 3, and you have to make each shot the layup, then run back to the 3, coming for the jump shot, run back, hit the 3. And if you miss in that one spot 3 times, the drill is done, or you have to go in 5 spots. You got that spot, that slot, top of the key slot, that slot, that slot. It's a very, very hard drill. I trained Shizzle and Geigs last week, and they couldn't even complete my drill. I invented that drill.
All right.
So I know you said that you have a flyer, but tell the people how they can reach you, how they can find you.
You could call my phone. My number is 242-441-0199, or you can send me an email at trevorbean@mail.com. Yes, @mail, not @hotmail, @mail.com, or on Facebook, From the Ground Up 242.
Nice. You gonna get a social media handle?
Instagram, also From the Ground 242.
All right,
From the Ground Up 242.
That's what's up. Hey, I want one quick note we want to talk about a little bit. Grand Bahama games, man.
Done.
All right, we go. We can leave that alone there.
We can talk with it. I want to talk with it.
No, we don't know.
I want to talk with it.
Let's take a commercial break and we'll come back.
Okay. All right, cool. We ain't got much time.
All right.
Where you going, mate?
To go buy these tickets for the party tonight.
Why this boy so dumb?
Tickets242.com.
You know how hard it is?
They sell tickets for parties, concerts, plays, sporting events, everything.
You know how expensive bus is?
Well, if you just buy the tickets online, they could just send you it in the email. Then you could just print it off.
You know how strong mosquitoes is?
Or you could go to the box office downtown with the Genesis Street Girl.
You ain't scared of Joneses, eh?
All right, so we're back off the bench. You got Trevor Bean here, self-proclaimed Grand Bahamas king of basketball now.
Hold on, stop. Before you go on, don't say self-proclaimed, because I literally initially never said no. The words "I am the best" never came out of my mouth. First time you asked me that question.
Fair enough.
Number one.
Yes, like I said before tonight, I literally never said.
Fair enough. Hey, let me tell you in that conversation, brother. Talk that talk. We like when you talk that talk. I don't want you to feel like they coming at you regardless. So talk that talk, my brother.
Tell you what. That is, when it comes to locally, my resume and my numbers don't lie.
All right, tell you what.
All right, if
you disagree right now, you can call 352-8255.
Literally only one person I could see calling this. That's it. Only one person.
Who would that person be?
I ain't calling names. If I call him,
he definitely
call. But that's literally the only person.
Who would that be? Come on.
The only person who think for some reason, I don't know why you feel that way, that he is a better basketball.
And they should have. You should.
You should. But I can leave him. I
ain't scared to call it in.
You call it when you feel like it is. Just don't call it wrong.
Who it is? Malik. Who it is?
But Malik.
Mikhail, guys, shit.
I just
Guys, he knows guys. He knows guys.
We gotta bring guys. We gotta bring guys on the show.
guys, really guys.
So,
I would have
any laughs?
Well, this one. Like, what's your goals for the kids, man? For with Ground Up.
Well, my goals is to make them better and get them around here. Basically,
Yeah.
they need to. I trying to make them better, but at the same time, with basketball, like for myself, it was a process. I didn't just change myself in weeks. It took me literally 2 years to ever be in the conversation of even being one of the best guys and on the island. You know, so it took me years. You know, so it's a process. But the end goal is to get them out here. I just got a kid, Alano from Tabernacle. I used to go Tabi. When I first started training him last year, I started training him last year, January. He was like your size, like your size, big. I started treating him.
I don't know what that means.
I started treating him. He couldn't do, well, he could have handled himself, but he couldn't get on no team.
Yeah.
You know, right now he's in high school in the States right now playing basketball, and he is
Killing it over there. Yeah, shout out.
Literally, because of him, 2 guys from Tabernacle came because they saw the transition that he made from coming with me. You know, he played on the 15 or Tabernacle team. I was the MVP, leading rebounder, and all of that.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. That's what's up. And got basketball, like you mentioned, too, that opened up so much doors and from so much. So when you say get them out of here, like different opportunities, like that's where he's getting at, like scholarships, playing
Also,
abroad, playing for money.
You see Joshua Hippolyte, Israel Hippolyte, they used to go Grand Bam Academy. When I first started training them, they was going Grand Bam Academy. I trained Joshua, and he played against Tabernacle, playing for Grand Bam Academy, and he scored like 23 points in grade 6 on Tabernacle. The next semester, you know,
That's what you do if you're smart. That's what you do.
He was gone. He was gone. Same thing with his younger brother Israel. The sister, I trained that whole family.
Nice.
She got a scholarship to go play ball in school. Was averaging 17 points per game. She, you know, is a bucket of soap.
All right. Hey, so Trevor, man, thanks for your time, bro. Thanks for your plug-in. Like a community, please get at Trevor. He's doing big things, and it's just getting started. So get at him before the price go up.
But I hear him make a comment. He was your size. What that means?
Hey, next,
I still get with it, boy.
I keep that heat inside because we got your segment up right now.
Oh, yeah,
It's time for Mix's Conk of the Week. One second, got an intro for you, but hold on.
It's the conk.
Okay, then, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I know everybody, some of y'all, but at least 4 of y'all be looking forward to Cat Little Bias thing at the front of the show. But you all know what y'all be hanging here for. You're all waiting to see who is the conk of the week.
I ain't no part of this. Trevor, I know you want to sit on this. You might want to walk out now. Makes me throwing rocks all over.
I have two conk of the week this week.
Oh, that's a conk salad.
I have 2 conk of the week. There's a conk bubby and a Scotch conk. So my first conk of the week is none other than my own good friend, Mr. Turnpike Joe himself. Turnpike Joe.
My dog Joe.
Turnpike. Oh. Look here. Joe has some friends, some fans in the audience. Turnpike Joe is a conk this week.
Oh boy.
So we played some basketball. They played some basketball this weekend on last week. And they played, the games was going pretty good. The game was tight, down to the wire, buckets being traded. I talking about the defense on the last point was intense. I think Mikhail grabbed the rebound. Joel on a break. Only Joel by himself. Only Joel and the man in the moon on the break. Joel at least 20 steps ahead of everybody. Joel goes up for the layup and tries to do the mailman.
Wow.
In 2023.
Ball miss.
What the suck? Ain't nobody recording that?
Desmond rebound the ball, come down and put a shot in the head, end the game. Left it, went home, take a shower, jump on their plane, and leave.
Toast. Can't even catch him back. Wow.
Joel
Boy,
is the
Joe.
Conk Bobby of the week. And then we have,
Shameful.
you will like this one, Cat. We have Guys is the Conk. It's another Conk.
So let me hear this one.
Because Guys tell me he going to put in a parlay against the Packers playing the Chiefs.
Guys, you ain't too bright. I thought better of you, man. Guys, come on, man. What you doing, man?
The man
In
turned
Green Bay and Lambeau Field. Patrick Mahomes never played in Lambeau before. He ain't no type of pressure.
Listen to me.
You got it. You got it.
Listen to me. The man turned his food off the next day. He all of a sudden he in the storeroom working. He ain't get no signal. Come on, I said, guys, next we can kill you all. Like, we can beat you all by at least 3 touchdowns. I say what? You guys, you was a crazy man, for therefore you.
I love it. I love it.
Conk of the week. Go back.
I love it. I love it. That's your segment, Bex. You good?
Good. Good. I feel unburdened.
Get off your chest.
Yes, sir.
All right. So, ladies and gents, we want to thank you for thank our guests, first of all, Simone Stubbs and Mr. Trevor Bean. We want to thank them for their time. All our viewing audience, we want to thank you for you got something next?
Hold up. Wait a minute. I don't want to. I see Simone in the chat already. I beg Simone for merch. Trevor coming here with merch. And where is the merch?
We can need some ground up merch.
Yeah, we can't rep you if you ain't bring
Yeah,
merch.
you come and put on your ground up. Yeah, we put on your ground up merch.
If I get all your merch, when you all come off the bench, come to go live for Night League, y'all gotta wear it.
We'll wear it to one of the games.
Yeah, you can wear it to one of the games, bet.
All right.
We wear it to one of the
I
games.
you hear that, ladies and gents. Mix agree to that.
Yeah.
So we want to thank our sponsors.
We always needed to.
We want to make requests for our sponsors. Fitness Connection. I shout you all out with the Weekend Warrior tips. Choppy is what's the other? That's the big one down the road. Save More. Yeah, all the pharmacies like this information we can be passing on in your name and likeness, and then not just them to everybody else. Get up. I love rocking my Parker Cup, but we could be having something else in the front there too. Signs, collect. Y'all get at us too. Everybody, man. Get everybody get at us.
So listen to me. See, Cat is big the modest way, man. Sponsors, y'all know what it is. Like, share, and subscribe. We need them sponsors. Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's
We
true.
can
That's true.
leave behind. Y'all
Yes.
listen to me. All right then.
So we want to thank everybody for that time. This is another episode. It's back in Mana's Grand Bama. We out of here.
Track and field, you know we in another mode. Cause they already know we run the road. Cause when it come to the four, Stevie never fought. And when you say Sean A, that's another goal. Buddy acting like he can never miss. And when it come to Josh Chisholm, that's another hit. And we got